So let us consider h equals to 0.25. So now we'll calculate the values for x and y respectively. So our first point, which is x naught, it will be our initial point, so it is 0.000, and similarly your y naught point will be nothing but it is 1.0000. So this is y naught. So now x1 will be nothing but addition of h to this point x naught, so you'll get 0.25. So respective value of y, that is y1, is 0.8000. Next value is x2. So adding this h to this x1, you'll get 0.50. Respective value of y is 0.6667, that is our y2. x3 is nothing but 0.75, and respective value of y is 0.5714, that's our y3. x4 is 1, that's our last point of integration, that is limits, so it is 1, so y value is 0.5, so that is our y4. So now for this, our trapezoidal rule will be I, which is equal to integration x0 to x4 y dx equals to integral 0 to 1 y dx, which is equal to h upon 2 y0 plus 2 into y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4. So this is nothing but 0.25 upon 2 into 1 plus 2 into 0.8 plus 0.6667 plus 0.5714 plus 0.5, which is equal to 0.6970. So this is the integration value. Similarly, by Simpson's rule, we have the formula as x0 to x4 y dx is equal to h upon 3 y0 plus 4y1 plus 2y2 plus 4y3 plus y4. So this is nothing but 0.25, that's the value of h upon 3 into y0 is nothing but 1, so 1 plus 4 into y1 is 0.8 plus 2y2 is nothing but 0.5714 plus 2 into 0.6667 plus 0.5. So this is nothing but 0.69325. So this is the value of integration by Simpson's rule. So now for h equals to 0.125, here the steps will increase because the difference between the 2 points has reduced. So for h equals to 0.125, values of x and y will be, first point is 0, for that y is 1, then the next point will be x1, which is nothing but 0.125, the value of y will be 0.8889. So next our point is x2. So adding 0.125 to this, you'll get 0.250, and the value of y is 0.8. So x3 is nothing but 0.375, value of y is 0.7273. x4 is nothing but adding h to x3, so this will give you 0.5. So respective value of y is 0.6667. Now next is xy, so it is 0.625. This is 0.6154. x6 is 0.750. Y value is 0.5714. x7 is nothing but 0.875, and this is 0.5333. So value of x8 is nothing but the last 1, value is 0.5. So these are the values of x0, x1, x2 up to so on xz and respective values of y. So now I'll solve it first by trapezoidal rule. So now next is by trapezoidal rule. It is nothing but integral x0 to xz y dx equals to h upon 2 y0. So that's the first point, plus 2 into addition of the rest other than first and the last point, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6 plus y7. So that's the addition of the um, points raised than first and the last one, and then you have to add the last one, so that is y8. So substituting the values, you will get the value as 0.694125. You have to just substitute the values of all the y0, y1, y2 up to so on y8 from the values we had obtained earlier. So this is the value of the integration. Now by Simpson's rule, we have x0 to x8 y dx is equal to h upon 3 y0 plus 4 y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7 plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus y8. So you can easily remember the two formulas. In the first one, you have to add the first value, that is y0, value of y at x0. Then you have to add the rest of the numbers, that is y1, y2 up to so on y7, except the last y8, and you have to multiply it with 2 to get the trapezoidal rule. Now for Simpson's rule, you have h upon 3 into, you have to add y0 plus 4 into, it is odd terms, that is y1, y3, y5 and y7. You have to add the odd terms into 4, and then you have to add the even terms, that is y2 plus y4 plus y6, and you have to multiply this addition with 2, and then you have to add the last num, that is y8. So this will give you 0.6932. So that's the value by Simpson's rule after substituting the values which we had obtained. So now we have the next sum, that is integral 0 to pi x sine x dx. So for now we have to solve this using trapezoidal rule with phi coordinates. So we need to have phi coordinate, that means x0 is 0 and we have to consider x4 as pi because that's the last point. So x0 is the first one, x4 will be the fifth point, and that will be equal to pi. So for this we need to calculate h. So if you consider h equals to pi by 4, then you'll get 5 points, 5 coordinates. So x0 will be nothing but 0, y0 will be as y is equal to x sine x, value of y is x sine x. So substituting x as 0 will get y0 as 0 because sine 0 is 0. So and again x is 0. So you'll get y0 as 0. Then x1 will be nothing but x0 plus pi by 4, which is pi by 4. So respective value of y0 will be pi by 4 into sine pi by 4, which is 1 upon root 2. So it is 1 upon root 2. So the value is pi upon 4 root 2. Similarly, next point is x2, which is pi by 4 plus pi by 4, which is equal to pi by 2. Now value of y0 will be equal to sine pi by 2 is 1. So it is pi by 2 into 1 is 1. So x3 is nothing but pi by 2 plus pi by 4, it is 3 pi by 4. So respective value of y naught is 3 pi by 4 into value of sin pi by 4, it is 1 upon root 2. And last x4 is nothing but pi and y naught is nothing but 0. So we got the values of x and y. Now we need to use the Simpson's rule. So Simpson's rule is nothing but integral x naught to x4 y dx equals to h upon 2 into first term as it is, so that is y naught, plus twice the addition of middle terms except first and last, that is y1 plus y2 plus, sorry I have written y naught everywhere, so it is y1 y2 y3, this is y4, so this is y3. Okay, that's the thing. And then you have to lastly add the last term, that is y4. So after substituting all the values of y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, you will get the answer as h is nothing but pi by 4, right? So pi by 4 into 2 into bracket y0 is 0 plus 2 into middle term, that is pi upon 4 root 2 plus pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 4 root 2 plus the last one is 0. So this is nothing but pi by 8 into addition, so 2 into addition of all this, so you will get 4, so 4 pi, 7 pi, 8 pi, you'll get 4 root 2, 4 root 2, so it is 4 pi upon 4 root 2 plus pi by 2, which is nothing but pi by 4 into, so this will be nothing but plus 2, so multiplying root 2, so it is root 2 pi plus pi upon 2. So this will give you, now this will become pi by 8 into root 2 pi plus pi. After substituting the values of pi and calculating it on the calculator, you'll get it as 2.9784. okay, so it is nearly equal to pi by 8. The next example is integral 3 to 7 x square log of x with the base e dx. You have to use Simpson's rule and given h is 1. So this is the value of y. So first we'll calculate the values of x and y. So as our integration starts with 3, so our initial point will be 3. Now substituting value of x in this whatever the value of y is, you'll get value of y as 9.8875. then as h is 1, so our next point will be 4, so our value of y will be 22.1807. so this is your y0, this is your y1, x0, x1. so x2 is 5, x3 is 6, x4 is 7. so that's the last point because integration is up to 7. So values of y are 40.2359, then 64.5033, and the last is 95.3495. so values of this is y2, y3 and y4. And we know that Simpson's rule formula is integration x0 to x4 y dx equals to h upon 3 first value of y0 as it is plus 4 times values of odd terms, that is y1 plus y3 and then twice the values of even terms plus the last term. So now this is nothing but 177.4816. Now our next form example is nothing but integral 0 to 1 by 2. This is x square root of x into square root of 1 minus x dx. So we have to use trapezoidal rule and we have to estimate the error as well and find the exact value of the integral. So here value of y is nothing but 1 upon square root of x into square root of 1 minus x. So solving this, you can just simplify it to as square root 1 upon square root of x minus x square. So here you have your liberty to take any value of h as per your choice. So now h equals to 0.25. So if we take h equals to 0.25, then you have to calculate values of x and y. So first point is nothing but it starts with 0. So it is 0 and then you have 0.25 and then last point is 0.5, which is half. So value of y will be, so now if you observe, then if you consider x as 0 as the first point, then after substituting its value in the y, then you'll get 0 minus 0 square, which is 0, and 1 upon 0 is not defined. So to just avoid this case, we will consider it as 0.01. Okay, so now after substituting this value of 0.001, you'll get a value of y, which is equal to 10.0503. Okay, now if you observe, if you increase the decimal point, that is if you take 0.001 or something, then this will just tend towards the perfect value. So you'll get 10.00503 or something. So now next point is 0.25. So value of y will be 2.3094 and value of 0.5 will be 2. So this is the values of x and y. So trapezoidal rule, we have integral x0 to x2 y dx equals to h upon 2 y0 plus 2y1 plus y2. So this will be equal to 2.0836. Okay, at x equals to 0.01.